Hello YouTube, Tim here with another unboxing. It's just been one of those weeks where one thing after another arrives. So, that's great news as far as I'm concerned. Let me go ahead and slice this open and then we can talk about it as I'm doing that. Okay, this one is from Mr. Hulme, Mr. Ken Hulme, one of the other moderators on the TVC archery and crafting community. Of course, I put the box cutter over on the opposite side of the table where it'll be hardest to get to, right? Just in a minimum setting. I guess I could probably just go in and tear the masking tape with my hands. Sometimes the easiest solution just doesn't pop out. Okay, excellent. He's got a little bit of information there. But this is one of the projects he was working on. A Scythian style laminate. That's basically it right there. Fiberglass on the back and the belly. Wow, that's a really huge, thick belly lamination. That's really cool. Of all the fiberglass that I've seen online, it's usually really, really thin, and that looks like it's actually a pretty hefty lamination. Well, that's it right there. And see if I can put that up to where you can get a good idea. Several different woods there. Ken is a very accomplished woodworker. He makes crossbows, all sorts of excellent things. So if you're ever in the market for an amazing crossbow, you should see some of the work this guy does. If you want to get in touch with him, join us on the crafting forum. I'm sure he would love to hear from interested parties. This is just really insanely beautiful. I like how it's... Yeah, this is very reminiscent of the shape I was trying to emulate with the larger Scythian style bow that I made for, actually, somebody in Ken's family, who then gave it to somebody else. So, it's very, very neat. Some of the problem areas that he told me to look out for are right here on the upper limb, or I'm assuming that's one of them. I could be wrong. It seems like there are a whole bunch of junctions with the fiberglass. Strips about, what, 8 inches long, except for the middle one. This might have been it. That might have been it right there. I think he was saying if it starts to delaminate, to wrap it with some string soaked in epoxy and then just slather it and get it all finished up like that. So this will be an interesting project bow. I've never seen a wooden bow like this before. Certainly not, and I've never even held one. That's pretty amazing. The thing looks awesome. And I think with a little tender love and care, we may be able to make something really serviceable. The problem was, as far as Ken was concerned, it was too darn heavy. And, well, I'm comfortable with heavier bows. I don't know, maybe it's probably just I have these romantic ideas of ancient warriors shooting 100-pound bows, and I have no wars to fight. Nevertheless, it still appeals to me. So that's probably why I push myself beyond where I really ought to be shooting. I'm sure 40, 50-pound bows are really what I should be sticking to at this point, just focusing on my form. But I can't help it. I get excited and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to have to put this thing on the tillering tree, draw it very, very, very carefully, and see exactly if it starts to delaminate, etc., etc. And if it does, we will repair it. All of that stuff I will chronicle. In addition to that, I'd like to announce that I am continuing work on my horn bow. I have the Gemsbach horn in the basement, and I'm going to start soaking it tonight. That means approximately 1 week from today, and I can't really say when that'll be since I don't always post these the day I make them. But approximately 1 week from when I start to soak them, I will then boil them and press them into plates, so then I'll have the horn plates for the back of a bow. I'm thinking that my very first bow will be a pseudo-Turkish, semi-Turkish hybrid style, a little bit longer, a little bit less intensely reflex, just to play it safe, and it might not be completely traditional, but it's going to be a wild ride, as will this. Ken, thank you. This is incredibly cool. I will have a blast attempting to, well, if it doesn't work, like you said, if it starts to delaminate, just playing around and repairing it and then getting it all set and decorating it, this will be an awesome project. Thanks for watching, YouTube.